কে বলতে পারবে কত দূর অবধি কভার করেছিলাম? হাউ মাচ ডিড উই কভার? निखिल जी कुछ बोल रहे हैं?
सर हम तो आज पहली बार क्लास ही की है।
अच्छा ठीक है, बात कोई दूसरा है बोलेगा अभी? আর কেউ বলবে? সায়ন্তন কোথায় গেল? সায়ন্তন তো চিন্তিত হয়ে চলে গেল।
মনে নেই কতটুকু কভার করেছি,
সত্যি মনে নেই স্যার।
সায়ন্তন বলো দেখি কত দূর অবধি গেছি?
স্যার মনে নেই স্যার, সত্যি করে।
Okay, then let's start with potentiometer. Okay, আমরা actually এই অবধি কভার করেছিলাম। Let's do a short recapitulation for Nikhil আর যারা যারা আজকে ক্লাস করছে। Okay, we are studying displacement transducer. निखिल कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो बोलना। हाँ, displacement transducer। আর নিমাই বাকি সবাই, সোমনাথ ঘোষ এসছে, পূর্ণিমা, ঋদ্ধিমান, সায়ন্তন, সবাইকে বলে রাখছি, এনি প্রবলেম টেল মি। डिस्प्लेसमेंट ट्रांसड्यूसर पर्पस क्या है इसका? टू कन्वर्ट डिस्प्लेसमेंट इनटू इलेक्ट्रिकल क्वांटिटी। अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन दिखा दीजिए, प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाई दे रहा है निखिल? Okay, great, very good. Okay, very good ঋদ্ধিমান। Okay, ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট অর্থাৎ শর্টেস্ট ডিস্টেন্স বিটুইন টু পাথ। ये वाला दो पॉइंट है, A और B। So I have one red line marked with 1, ये घूम फिर कर जा रहा है, and I have a straight line between 2 points. Which one will give me distance and which one will give me displacement? कोई बता सकता है? क्या बोलते पारबे? একটা বেঁকাচোরা লাইন আছে আর একটা স্ট্রেট লাইন আছে, বলো দেখি। লাইন নাম্বার 1 টা বেঁকাচোরা, এটা কি দেবে? ডিসটেন্স না ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট?
ডিসটেন্স।
ভেরি গুড, ডিসটেন্স। বেঁকাচোরা লাইন ডিসটেন্স দেবে, স্ট্রেট লাইন অর দ্য শর্টেস্ট লাইন will give me displacement. Also remember, displacement is a vector and distance is a scalar. Okay, so input is displacement or position and output is a electrical quantity. Electrical quantity তিনটে হতে পারে, voltage হতে পারে, current হতে পারে, or it can be resistance or impedance. Let's write a general value, impedance. So generally we consider voltage and current changes. This one is a third parameter rarely used. Okay, इतना तक ठीक है सबका? क्या हुआ निखिल, ठीक है, समझ में आया इतना तक? Okay, इसके बाद हम जाएंगे दूसरा पॉइंट में। All position or displacement can be converted into electrical quantity in 3 ways. One is use of resistive transducer. Second is use of capacitive transducer. And third is use of inductive transducer. So let's go through the first one. Resistive transducer. Resistance is given by resistivity. This is basic formula in electronics. Resistivity into length of conductor divided by cross section area of conductor. So either तुम resistivity बदल के resistance बदल सकते हो या length बदल के resistance बदल सकते हो. Generally we don't go for cross section area. So we have two factors. Resistivity बदले तो तुमको मिलेगा क्या चीज? You can measure temperature. बोलो
cross section area যদি পাল্টানো হয় তাহলে কি রেজিস্ট্যান্স পাল্টাবে?
Yes, পাল্টাবে, কারণ এটা অলরেডি লেখা আছে, but we generally do not use it. There is a long reason for it. Karon length bodlano soja. It's very easy. You can have appreciable length changes. Suppose bhabo etai bhabo eta garter rubber band. তুমি যখন ওটাকে টানো ওটা কিন্তু খুব একটা পাতলা হয় না যদি বেশি না টানতে থাকো, বাট ওটা লেন্থটা কিন্তু অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েবলি চেঞ্জ করে। সো ইফ ইউ আর ইউজিং আ কন্ডাক্টিভ রাবার ব্যান্ড so and you are pulling it, then the length will change by a large amount, whereas it will not get thinner. So it's better to use, since if it gets thinner appreciably, then only resistance will change by a large amount, otherwise it won't change by a large amount. So length can change very much, so we can measure change of length and we can use that to change the resistance. Resistance change is proportional to length change. So where is it used? It is used in potentiometer. We'll come to this one later. It will be helpful in strain gauge. We'll come to this one. It is used for measuring displacement, force or pressure. But change in resistivity is basically changing property of the material. It is generally used in measurement of temperature, because resistivity has a temperature dependency. Second, we come to inductive. Inductive means is basically a coil. There may be one coil or there may be two coils. Some property of these coils are changed. What happens in a coil? There is two parts. There is one coil and there is one core. The coil is called winding. A very popular type of inductive transducer is LVDT. It is basically a differential transformer, a transformer which can be used to do subtraction. And first part is linear variable. So something is varied, but when it varies, the output will be linear, that is proportional to the thing that is changing. It is a very popular inductive transducer. In this we have two things. There are two windings. One is primary, one is secondary, and in between there is a coil. The coil is somehow changed so that the induced voltage from primary to secondary changes, and because of its name containing the word differential means the changes are subtracted. Somehow they are subtracted. So when the core is not changed, it is at the center, then the output will be 0. If it is moved little bit, its output may be positive, its output may be negative voltage, depending on which direction it is moving. But you must keep in mind, we have heard about resistive transducer that operates in both DC and AC, but the transducer we are discussing now, inductive transducer and capacitive transducer, both only operate in AC. AC के सिवाय ये कहीं पर काम नहीं करेगा. So resistive transducer AC और DC दोनों में काम कर रहा है, पर ये inductive transducer ये काम नहीं करने वाला है. Last is capacitive transducer. ये capacitive transducer will again only work in AC, not DC. What is this? There is a fixed plate. This plate is tied to something, some metal body or something like that, so that it doesn't move. A दूसरा plate, it is a free plate or movable plate. So if an acoustic wave falls on it, this plate will move forward or backward. So what will happen if the plate, movable plate, moves or is displaced? Then distance between fixed and movable plate changes. This change will cause change in capacitance. And if we can measure the change in capacitance, we know how much the plate has displaced. The best example is microphone. Microphone has a fixed plate and a bellow. Bellow is like a variable plate, variable or movable plate. When sound pressure is falling on it, this plate will vibrate. This bellow will vibrate. What happens is, as a result, the capacitance of this capacitor will also keep on changing depending on the sound acoustic pressure. Sound pressure is also called acoustic pressure, and that will cause change in current. Is everything clear till now, or anybody has any question? क्या हुआ, इतना चुप हो गया, इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है भाई? हेलो,
हाँ सर,
बोलो कोई तो कुछ, इतना चुप क्यों हो गए सब? एनी क्वेश्चन, एनीवन? या सबका नो है?
नो क्वेश्चंस.
Okay, great. चलो, let's go to pot or potentiometer. Commercially, if you go to a shop, ask for pot. It is called a potentiometer. ये commercial नाम है. The objective is to divide voltage through division of resistance. तो देखो, दो धरনের pot होते पारे. One is linear pot and one is rotary pot. Rotary माने এটা, it will rotate. The pot will rotate. A linear pot or translational pot মানেটা কি? একটা coil আছে. A coil is made of a resistive wire. এটাকে একটা solid কিছু একটার উপরে চাপিয়ে রাখা আছে. This solid, unlike your inductor, in your inductor the core is a conductive substance, conductive element, but this one which gives the support is called a mandrel, is an insulator. It is not a conductor, so there is no magnetic behavior involved. Remember, this is a resistive transducer. So no magnetic behavior is involved. No line of force, no flux, magnetic flux or something. No magnetic phenomena. The mandrel is just for support. It supports the frame on which the coil is wound. That mandrel will become a circular element. This one, that will become a circular element in rotary pot, because you are going to wound the coil. Coil को चढ़ाओगे उसके ऊपर, but the coil should form a circular structure. Rotary मतलब circular structure, और linear मतलब straight line structure. The coil, see here, the red lines are coils. The coils are wound around these things, and there are two ends of the coil, two extreme ends of the coil. This one is one extreme end, this one is other extreme end. For the rotary pot, this one is one extreme end, this one is other extreme end. The coil goes on like this, like this, like this over the structure. In case of linear pot, the coil is wound around like this. So what will happen? As a result, there will be a resistance. In linear pot, the resistance is between this one, the total resistance. And to this extreme ends, a voltage, a DC voltage is applied. In rotary pot, same thing is done. To the extreme end, a DC voltage is applied. अब इसके बाद क्या करना है? You need a shaft. Shaft क्यों चाहिए? क्योंकि see, Between the extreme point, there is a fixed resistance. You have a fixed resistance. But you don't need this one, because you are using a transducer which will convert displacement into electrical quantity. So what do you need? A variable resistance, not a fixed one. What you will do is, you will have this one, a shaft. This shaft has a wiper. That wiper will move over this coil. Wherever the wiper touches, there will be some different resistance value. If the wiper touches here, the resistance is something else. It is not fixed. So this is how you achieve variable resistance. How? This wiper will touch and this shaft can move up and down. So depending on the position of the shaft, you will have a different value of resistance. So a pot can be written as like this. It is a variable resistance. Similarly, in rotor, you have a rotary wiper or a rotary shaft over which the wiper is there. You rotate it like this or you rotate it like this. A different resistance value will show up, and this resistance is converted into a different voltage. How? Through something called a resistance bridge. Say you have a value like this. This is R1 and this is R2, and you connect it to a voltage V in. Then this voltage V out is equal to V in into R1 by R1 plus R2. But you should know, wherever this wiper is R1 or the top part. Let's say this is R1 and this is R2. The R1 plus R2 is always fixed because your solenoid position is not changing. Sorry, not solenoid. Your mandrel size or your coil size is not changing. But as you move the shaft, although R1 plus R2 equals to fix, but either R1 or R2 is changing depending on the position of the wiper or the position of the shaft. So your output voltage will change, because output voltage, you can see, is proportional to R1, because voltage in is fixed. This is your battery, so battery is fixed. I already said R1 plus R2 is fixed, so only this quantity is variable. So your output voltage becomes variable depending on position of R1. That is how you can measure displacement using potentiometer, linear or rotary. Linear means linear displacement and rotary means rotary displacement. However, there is one more, a third type of pot called helipot. Helipot means helix. Helix will look something like this. It is a combination of linear pot and a rotary pot. How? The wiper will rotate over this circular motion, but as it rotates, it will go down a little bit. That's how you can use multiple turn. What is happening with this? You can achieve more precision. Suppose, for instance, this is 10 centimeter. Okay, and if the overall resistance is 10K, then for 1 centimeter, the change in resistance will be 1 kilo ohms. That is 1 kilo ohms per centimeter. That's the precision. But similarly, for this one, if this whole circumference is 10 centimeter and this pot is 10 kilo ohms, then it's still 1 kilo ohms per centimeter. But however, you make a helical pot which has 10 turns, and each turn is 10 centimeter. Then your precision will be 10 kilo ohms divided by 10 turn into 10 centimeter. That is 0.01 centimeter per, 0.01 kilo ohms per centimeter per turn. So instead of having a 1 kilo ohms, you have a, written a wrong thing. Let's do it again. Suppose you have a 10 turn helix, where one turn is distance from here to this end. Let that be 10 centimeter. Let the whole pot be a 10 kilo ohms helipot. So what is the precision? 10 kilo ohms divided by 10 turns. So per turn is 1 kilo ohm. So per centimeter will be 1 kilo ohm divided by 10 centimeter, 0.1 kilo ohm per centimeter. So this is much more precise. Instead of having 10 kilo ohms for 1 turn, you can have 10 kilo ohms over 10 turn. So helipots are much more precise. A pot, remember, it's a resistive transducer. Whenever you see the term resistive, inductive, or capacitive, they are all passive transducer. So pot is a passive transducer. What is the feature of a passive transducer? You need external power. One more important fact is, although it's a passive transducer, you can give external power. Don't think that the power will be infinite. You need to give a maximum or specific power value. They are all rated. You will find heliport in the range of 1 watt. You will find helipad in the range of 10 watt. So be careful when you are using helipad. When you are using helipad, be very careful. If you exceed the power rating, then you may damage the helipad. আচ্ছা তোমরা সবাই আছো তো?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Hey, of the any questions? Any question? মনে হচ্ছে কোনো question নেই. Remember, potentiometer. Okay, great. Potentiometer have low value of linearity. That means it can easily become non-linear. কি করে হতে পারে? Maybe temperature, maybe variation of thickness of the conductor, even aging, dust, even water. If it accumulates vapor, water, or any other conductive element accumulating on that potentiometer can make it non-linear. Another thing is, since it's a wear wound, if you are this thing, there is a wear. These are called wear wound pot. The wears have different resistances. Hence, you will have non-linearity. আচ্ছা এখানে আমাকে কিন্তু একজন কেউ আমাকে একটা জিনিস বললে না, ওয়্যার আমি বললাম ওয়্যার ক্যান হ্যাভ ডিফারেন্ট রেজিস্ট্যান্সেস, বাট ওয়াই শুড দ্য ওয়্যার হ্যাভ ডিফারেন্ট রেজিস্ট্যান্সেস? কে বলবে উত্তর? Think about it. আমি লাস্টের কোয়েশ্চেনটা ধরবো. Let me complete this part first. In multi-turn, which is called a heliport, there is a lead screw. we had a wiper. When we are having this one rotary pot, we had a wiper, which was like this. When we are having solenoid, sorry, I mean the linear pot, there was a wiper on it that was mounted on it with a shaft. But here we will have a screw. Let's screw, because a screw, instead of having this rotary wiper, we will have a screw. When you rotate the screw, this wiper will move and then it will slowly go down, forming an helical motion. Multi-turn pots are easily available from 10 to 16. Although I generally prefer multi-turn pot with 10 because it's easier to manage. But more the turn, it are prone to more damages. So be careful when you're buying it. And remember these values. Advantage of potentiometers. First and foremost advantage, why pots are used everywhere, even in your TV volume control. They are inexpensive. They are simple to operate. They are simple voltage divider, so easy to operate, easy to design circuit. Also, the pots can produce large voltage changes even for small displacement. So they are more sensitive. They are electrically very high efficient and they don't require any amplifier. Because see, they are varying, resistance is varying. So increasing the input voltage, if like this you have a voltage divider, and as I told you, V out is equal to, if this is R1, this is R2, V out is equal to V in, this is V in, and this is V out into R1, sorry, R2 by R1 plus R2. So if you increase V in, V out will increase, even though this part is not increasing. So you don't need an amplifier, just increase the input supply voltage. And another thing is they can work in AC plus DC, as I told you before. The most popular and the easiest to find was wire-wound potentiometer. But there is one problem, they work up till limited frequency. Why? This will be your question. Again, I will ask in the end. Why they have limited frequencies, the wire-wound capacitors. The other types, there are more. Those are not limited by frequency. There are some which are plated type, they are not limited. Wire-wound potentiometer have limited resolution. Why? Because there need to be a spacing between the wire. If you put these two coils very close to each other, then they will short out. It's better to keep this little bit apart. That's why it limits the potentiometer. Disadvantage are mechanical parts. Mechanical parts on an electronic device are always disadvantage. First are the wiper and sliding contact. The wipers are on rotary contacts, rotary pot. The sliding contact is on the shaft. The wiper for linear transducer. Those are mechanical parts. These mechanical parts generally get damaged or accumulate dust and all. And that's when we will require a large force to operate it. They will become tight and ultimately break everything. Another thing is the sliding contact and wipers can get contaminated. This happens a lot. Try always protect your musical systems or sound system containing pots. Just cover them with a cloth or towel when you're not using it. Otherwise, the pot will get damaged. Surface will get contaminated. The sliders will not align and you will get bad side effects. Well, there are some that is the recent development. If you are going for research, this roller type contact, instead of using a fixed contact with a metal connector on the top, there is a roller type. There is a ball inserted on it. Like this is one surface and a ball is inserted on it. So as you move the wiper, the ball rotates over the rotary surface. Those are called because of this ball, this is rotating, so roller type contact, roller contact. Once you are using roller contact, then you have no problems. Okay, so that's it for today. Let's see, any problem you had for today's class? Next we'll start strain gauge. Tell me, any problem? I'll give you 1 minute and I want to hear everyone. Are you all there? सब हो उधर या गए? Hello, where are you people?
Yes, sir.
Yes सब तो समझ में आ रहा है, पर इतना चुप क्यों हो सब?
স্যার একটু নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম হচ্ছিল তাই জন্য স্যার চাইনা কেটে
আরে
মানে দেরি।
সে তো বুঝলাম, একটু মাঝে মাঝে তো বলবে, নাহলে তো আমিও বুঝতে পারছি না।
হ্যাঁ স্যার আছি স্যার।
আছো? ক্লাস তো শেষ?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, অ্যাকচুয়ালি স্যার মাঝখানে মানে নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেমের জন্য কেটে গেছিল, তো ওটাই। আর এমনি মাঝে মাঝে একটু প্রবলেম ছিল।
আচ্ছা, অন হোল্ডে ছিলে, কল ঢুকছিল?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, তারপরে কেটে গেছিল।
আচ্ছা, it's fine. চলো, I will stop the recording for now.